Hey friends, today I want to share one of the most powerful stories Jesus ever told. It's a story about mistakes, grace, and love. And honestly, I can say that this is a story about all of us. It's found in Luke chapter 15, verses 11 through 32, and you are already guessing it's the parable of the prodigal son. If you've ever felt far from God or wondered if He could still take you back after everything you've done, this story is for you. Jesus begins in Luke 15, verse 11. There was a man who had two sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." So he divided his property between them. That was very bold of him. The son was basically saying, I want your wealth, your riches, but I don't want you. Well, in verse 13, we can also see how not long after that happened, the younger son got together all he had, set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth and in wild living. For a while, life was good. Fast money, fast friends, fast living. Does this remind us of someone? But then, after he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in that whole country, and he began to be in need. He ends up broke, alone, and working in a pig pen just to survive. Can you believe this? Verse 16 says he longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. He was starving. Finally, in verse 17, when he came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare? And here I am starving to death. I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.'" At this point, it was better to be a servant than to starve, right? So he begins the long walk home, rehearsing his apology. But here's the best part. In verse 20, we read, "While he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. The father didn't wait on the porch with his arms crossed. He didn't demand an explanation. He ran to his son and embraced him. In verse 22 we read, "But the father said to his servants, 'Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now he is found.'" This is not a punishment. This was a celebration. So here is three lessons that I take from this parable. Lesson 1. You are never too far gone. This son thought his mistakes had erased his place in the family. But the father didn't see a failure. He saw his child and he welcomed him home. Lesson 2. God runs towards us. Verse 20 says the father ran. That's huge because in that culture, dignified men didn't run. But this father didn't care about appearances. He cared only about his son. And that's the picture of God. He doesn't wait for you to crawl back. He runs towards you with open arms. He hugs you and embraces you. And lesson 3, your identity is restored, not replaced. Your identity is restored, not replaced. Notice the Father didn't call him servant. He said robe, ring, sandals, symbols of sonship. God doesn't demote you because of your mistakes. He restores your place as His child. So here is my encouragement today. Maybe you feel far from God. Maybe you've wondered if God still loves you. Hear me out. The Father is already running toward you. You are loved, forgiven, and celebrated. Remember that. If this spoke to you, hit the like button. Leave a comment. Say something about this story and what this story means to you, and subscribe for more encouragement like this. You can even share this with someone who needs the reminder. You are never too far gone. Stay well.